I'm telling you.
Listen, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, you have joined a good time. It's a great time. In fact, it's the best time. Why? Because we're heading over to our headlines girl, TK.
Yay!
The best time, I agree.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Look at
No,
her.
don't you try and start with us without us singing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you insist.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, when TK come
pan up, pan up. We don't want bad news, pan up, pan up. Only good news, pan up, pan up. With the vibes, pan it up, pan up, pan up. Pan up, pan up, pan up, pan up.
Hey!
You like that?
Yeah, one of them, they were like the Jamaica boom. Yeah, one of those.
Do you remember this? Jesus' love is a bubbling over.
And it,
I actually don't remember that.
I
he
remember.
remembers. He
I
created it.
remember
What are you talking about? All right, let's jump into the headlines.
No.
First things first, business operators struggle without power. Business operators in Albertown, Trelawney say they've been facing severe challenges for weeks now. They explain they've been forced to rely on generators to power their operations, resulting in significant financial strain. They also complain they're left to paddle through post-disaster matters without the help of a member of parliament. Local businesses have been forced to rely on generators due to the prolonged power outages. Despite minimal damage to the area, electricity is yet to be restored. And this has left business owners both frustrated and struggling to stay afloat mere weeks away from a new school term.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that, you know, we are working through it and we're trying to figure it out, but for anybody who's going through it, it's just so hard to hear that, you know, to just push on through.
Yeah,
It's
be
tough.
patient, be
Be
patient.
patient.
When literally your livelihood depends on it. It's not just the inconvenience of, oh, I wish I could turn on my fan, which is also very important in this time.
Yes,
But
yes.
it's like my business needs to run, my
Absolutely.
workers need to come in so I can pay them, you know?
Absolutely.
It
The
affects so many
community
things.
depends on it, all of that stuff, you know. So it's not, I mean, I didn't even have any words of encouragement to even say at this time because the truth is that it's not enough, you know, and the most I can say is that I really hope it gets resolved soon. I feel it for you, and I really hope that somebody or some bodies get involved to just, you know, get it moving along, because it really is going to take some time. And but to just to feel like somebody is hearing your cry, to feel like somebody is at least seeing what's happening and then trying to do something about it can make all the difference.
Yeah, you know, and you know, when I was studying business, I learned that a business solves a problem. A business idea, a great one, is one that solves a problem. The problem now is that I think we perhaps should find some affordable way for alternate supply of electricity. Solar, this is a tropical country, and I say affordable because, I mean, it exists, but may not be very affordable.
Truly.
So in these instances, then you can switch.
Yeah, we have to look forward, man, and see what else we can do for the future. But I feel it for these businesses, 100%.
Sorry to hear.
I feel like I would feel much better with the sun burning the whole of us up if I knew it was also powering the country.
Exactly.
I would be a little more lenient towards the heat.
And we got a lot of
that's
sun.
bearing down upon us. I'm like, well, at least it's making us our AC free. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
But, you know, the other side of this is, you know, the businesses are having challenges. But there was a young lady from JPS on TikTok, on her TikTok page, and she was explaining with a little elastic bands and some diagrams. And she was explaining how restoring power works. It is complicated.
It's intricate.
It's dangerous. It's a lot of work. And whereas, you know, just one little area might be having a challenge, this whole network that you have to go for miles to figure out what's impacting this little, you know, it's really complicated.
It's not plugging in the cord.
Yeah, it's not like they're just plugging it into the wall, you know. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yesterday, you know? I heard someone they say they posted on IG. Since we are without electricity for 14 days, when it returned, we should get free electricity for 14 days.
Wouldn't that be nice?
On that note, let's go to the next headline, right? How does that sound? Heartland's farmers say Sugar Company of Jamaica is procrastinating with lease arrangement. Farmers in Heartland's St. Catherine continue to plead with the management of SCJ Holdings Limited to bolster communication and work, allowing them to finally farm on their leased lands. SCJ Holdings Limited remain unsettled, lamenting the lands are still not ready for them to farm. With the land overrun with weeds and untilled soil, advocate and farmer Samuel King says the condition is disheartening. The farmers are now asking, has anything been done by the SCJ to the lands?
Yeah, that's tough.
This is tough.
That's tough, because I'm learning some new things about farming. I watched a show called The Cut, and on that show was...
Hold on, where did you see that show? Which show is that?
The Cut.
Is it on CVM television?
Haven't you seen it?
I just wanted to, you know.
Are you living under a rock?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right. By CVMTV.
Yes, on
Anyway.
CVMTV. I watched The Cut, and I saw the agricultural minister. He spoke about the fact that it's a looming business. A kid, that's a goat. It's 200. Yeah.
I can't believe.
$250,000.
Yes.
For one.
Yes.
For one.
Yes.
Yes.
Crazy.
So if you have 6, hey.
Yes.
If you have 4, that's $1 million.
And so that means when someone steals 6,
Yes, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yes.
But back to this land, though, I mean, you know, if it's just so disheartening, as he said, because, you know, again, we're talking about people's livelihoods. You know, we need... There's so much that has to be done, and there's so much that, you know, I mean, it's leased land, like, at this point,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
my
and they
land,
don't have access
That
to
is
it.
what is the challenge.
And
What is
also,
the
what's the
hold-up?
repercussions
Why is it
of that,
not ready?
and how
I
do
don't
you
understand.
compensate people for that? So
Exactly. I
It's
hope,
tough.
hopefully it's something that our reporters will definitely follow up with, and we'll have, you know, some kind of information that
Yeah,
comes
and
from
follow
this.
up.
But I can understand those farmers being
course,
very
man.
frustrated
Of
to
course.
lose something and have no access to it,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a
But yeah,
frustrating time, generally for farmers.
let's get out of the frustration and let's go to Why Not Wednesday headline. How about that?
Yes, yes,
How about
yes,
that?
like a
Let's
song.
do it. Let's do
like
it. A man, you know this is not in Jamaica, right? Ready?
Okay,
Ready? Man unicycles length of Ireland in 5 days, 5 hours, and 23 minutes. So an Irishman earned his second Guinness World Records title by riding his unicycle the length of Ireland, 308 miles. Eamon Keaveney told Guinness World Records the title for the fastest crossing of Ireland by unicycle appealed to him because it seemed like a perfect mix of daunting and ridiculous. Keaveney, who previously earned the record for the world's longest barefoot journey on 2016 and followed it up by climbing 10 mountains barefoot in 10 days, said he had never ridden a unicycle until he started training for the title. How wild is that?
Whoa,
It's
Not
that
like
is
he's a
wild.
unicyclist.
Yes, he just
him,
did it.
him
specifically
and
for
Keaveney
this.
need a job.
No, listen.
Him need somewhere to go at daytime because him a walk up mountain barefoot. Him are the things what we what people are do out of desperation. Me
Look
can't
here.
do that. And
Talk to him, big title though, Guinness World
my
Record.
God.
you know what I realize about the Guinness World Record though? It's not hard. Like we should get a Guinness World Record for singing tea time
Yes.
as much as we have.
yes, that is
could I get
true.
it?
Could I
get it?
We
That is
sing
true.
it the most time in
We
the
sing
world.
the most time in the world.
Yeah, on TV.
Let's
Yeah,
petition
alright.
the Guinness
Yeah.
Book of
All
World
right, when
Records.
you
and put
guys
that in
do
there.
it, you let me know. I'll
They're gonna
support
frighten
you.
me with them thing again. And why you gonna ride the bicycle with one wheel?
That's not
when
a
you can't get
bicycle.
one? I mean, there's unicycle.
Some people can't even ride a bicycle, much as a unicycle.
I
In
can't
fact,
even ride a stationary bicycle.
Congratulations to him. He did something no one else has done.
Anything
He did
you
it.
want to
There's a
TK.
Jamaican whaler in the past, Peter Tosh, who rode a unicycle. His son,
Okay.
Anna Tosh, rides a unicycle also.
And you get a Guinness World Record for knowing that. All right, guys. So when we return, it's time for Wednesday service. TK, thank you so much for the
Absolutely,
headlines. Always
absolutely.
appreciated.
Yes.
Yes, it's time for Wednesday service. Single, saved, patiently waiting. Single, saved,
Saved and patiently waiting.
I don't mean
That should be it. Hey,
But
but there's
stick and
somebody watching
stay.
who's single and saved and patiently
Patiently
waiting.
We'll be back.
Good morning to my daughters.